The recording is in progress. Joseph Karab is here. Surprise. We're listening to Voices of Celtic Women. Sylvia's outside, one of our raccoons, and she'll get feisty. So I'm going to put this on pause for a second. Take care of Sylvia. I'm going to feed her. If you've seen the wildlife postings on my blog, you know that we routinely make friends with all the wildlife in our backyard. So I'm going to put this on pause and come back in a second. This is Sylvie, who I just mentioned to you. Hi, Sylvie. Can I come over closer? Oh, Sylvie's got a cookie. We give, hi girl, you good girl. We give the raccoons, and for that matter the skunk and the possum and the woodchuck and the chipmunks, all sorts of things. Not because we want to rot their teeth. You good girl. We've been doing this for, I don't know, probably 20-25 years now, perhaps even longer. And again, I post these on my blog under the wildlife heading. We feed most of these animals by hand. You can see she has her own little dinner plate there. Am I bugging you, girl? I'm sorry. We're going to leave Sylvie alone. Just so you'll know, Sylvie simply does not like to be interrupted when she dines, especially on her cookies. There were a lot of things I wanted to share today. And what came to the top was something I did for a friend many years ago. It's on my blog, and I will post a link to it for millions of you who just can't get enough of this stuff. He asked the question, and bear with me because I'm going to go look up the question he asked. He asked, how do you describe future tech in your story so your reader understands what it is? And that really kind of threw me because I don't. There's a lot of future tech in my stories, and sometimes there's a lot of ancient tech. If you've ever read Tag, you know there's, wow, this is, how do you describe future tech? And that threw me because I don't, even though I make use of future tech, post tech, whatever else. What I realized was that it's describing anything. It's as much about what they bring to the story as you bring. We can't guarantee our readers are familiar with the tech and science of our stories. We can be sure they're human, meaning not AI. Lots of people's comments about AI written content is its lack of emotional depth. And that is the point of contact, recognition, and relation, creating relatable characters, which if I've not done an episode experiment on that, I will. So recognize that I'm not going to describe the tech. I'm going to describe people interacting with each other about the tech. And by doing so, the tech is revealed. For example, this is what I wrote for my friend. What's a Flaknoc? Flaknoc, and I've got the link in the post. Revealing tech through characters. Was this the economy Flaknoc? Hell no. What's a Flaknoc? Kaya paced back and forth on the roof, hands across her chest, fingers tapping against her arms, waiting for Rory's Flaknoc to appear. She considered sitting on one of the reinforcement pylons. They were such a pretty warming yellow and strong because Rory insisted they get a luxury 6-seater Flaknoc with the dual hemolifts. Not a 2-seater, single hemolift economy model. Oh no, not Rory. But moving gave her a chance to practice her outrage. She raised a hand to her brow at the end of each circuit, blocking the setting Midland sun, and each time debated getting a thermosuit. The air carried that early evening chill so prevalent since the third evacuation. Ah, she heard the distinctive rum of Rory's Flaknoc. A moment later, the air bubbled and Rory's Flaknoc grew in the bubble center. Rory waved. Kaya tapped her watch and glared at him. He hovered. She didn't move. He motioned her back. She took a step. He glared back at her, motioning her back again, the movement quick, hostile. She moved just outside the blue landing circle and waited for him to deploy the Flaknoc shield. He jumped out, hurrying past her as she followed, one step behind, matching his gait, a harpy taking irritating nibbles when his back was turned. Your skin is that nice pink tinge it gets when you break all the containment rules. Racing back again? I told you this Flaknoc's shields weren't safe. How many times? He spun on her, his hands raised in frustration. I have no idea how many times. I've lost count. He threw the energizing stick at her. Here, take it back. Take it back, get our money, buy something nice, and shut up. Now, I've not described the Flaknoc in any detail. There's no need to. It's a prop. It's a device to show the characters interacting. The only thing I've revealed about the Flaknoc is what was necessary to demonstrate or share or reveal the reason for the tension between the two characters. That's all. However, I'm willing to bet if I were to ask you, or if you were to ask yourself, or if you were to ask somebody else, did you know what a Flaknoc was by the time we were done? They can give you a pretty good description. It's some kind of transportation vehicle. There's an economy model, but Rory didn't get one. Oh! Revealing tech, revealing anything in a story. Do it through characters. Do it through interaction. Do it through something which people, your readers, we hope they are people, can relate to. Because we can't guarantee our readers will know or understand or be familiar with the science of our stories. I'll give you an example. In the Book of the Wounded Healers. Let me just pull this out here. Hang on a second. Behold, Book of the Wounded Healers. It's a great book. You should get a copy. There's pseudo-mathematics in there. If you really know what you're doing, you can understand it. If you don't really know what you're doing, it's irrelevant. Because every time I put an equation in there, for one character to be describing something mathematically to another, I describe the reaction that the characters are having to this mathematics, to what's going on, to what this mathematic causes, to what it generates in the story. That's what's important. The characters' reactions and interactions to whatever the tech, whatever the science, whatever the mystery is. Go for it. Thank you.